with the permission of Hashem, this week I want to say Devora and the memory of a good man who passed away this week, Shalom ben Peretz, Newrith. He was a lawyer. He was a very important man. He was the lawyer of the President Clinton. He was very young when he passed away. He was only 60. And I saw him last year. And before he passed away, he was always talking about Rabbi Akiva. And why he was talking about Rabbi Akiva? Because he said Rabbi Akiva, he suffered so much, and he did not disconnect himself from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He loved Hashem. And he never showed to people that he was suffering. And not only that, he finished the Shas. And every day, he will do the Daf Hayomi. And every day, he will do the Daf Hayomi. And he enjoyed his learning, and he was one of the biggest lawyers here in America. Very, very well known. And he passed away. My mother, today is the year of her Clara. After 4 years, she passed away like today. I will never forget the day she passed away. The day she passed away, I was in her room, and at that moment, I saw the screen of the heart, the pressure, everything, and I saw that she was going away from this world. And my feeling that moment was, I'm never going to see her again. So I have to see her every second, because, we're not allowed to see somebody who died. We're not allowed to see his face. So I said, David, as long as she's alive, look at her face. I was looking at her face, and she was breathing slowly, till really that I did not hear her breathing, and I saw the heart stop, so I said the Shema Israel. On those moments, I was feeling, and on that room, I was, me, my two sons, they were with me, Rabbi Michael and Rabbi Yoel, and my brother, Rabbi Daniel, and of course, Hashem. Because in the Gemara we say that when the Neshama come out from the body, and she will not come back to the body again, Hashem receive the Neshama, the soul. So it was there. And this vision of 4 years ago, it appeared in my mind. I live with it, and that gives me comfort. That gives me more Emouna on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Why? Because I knew my mother, she had a big Emouna on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And she was somebody who will help everybody. Especially, she helped a lot of people who want to get married. It's like a woman, she told me, there was a woman, she told me, Rabbi David, this jewelry that I have in my hand, I came to your mother to give me a bracha for my wedding. She saw that I had no jewelry, and she asked me, you have no jewelry? No, my fiancé, he's a student, he cannot afford, and I have nothing. So she took her jewelry from the rings, all what she had, my mother, in her hand, and she gave it to her. The other one she didn't want. She said, please do me a favor. Baruch Hashem, I had I had all my life jewelries. And I'm old lady. You are young. Enjoy them. Maybe you, one day you give them to your children. You see, all those qualities of stories that I keep hearing. The most important is Emouna. Emouna. I mean, you know, I know my mother. I tell you a small story of my mother. One day, she didn't pay the electricity and the gas. And they cut. Why? Because there was a poor man who came. The money that she was going to pay the electricity, the gas, there was a poor man who came and she gave him the money. And they cut the electricity and the gas. You know what she did? She went to the cemetery. She went to my father, to his grave. And she started to talk to him. She said, Moshe, I know you're an Gaiden. You enjoy your life there with your grandfather, with Rabbi Chaim Pinto, with your mother, with all the tzaddikim. But don't forget me here. They cut my electricity. I don't have. Can you imagine which Emouna you go to talk to? No. She knows that the tzaddikim, they don't die. They're alive. And you know, she came home and the electricity was there. She did not understand. 1 hour later, in the morning, not 1 hour, after the night, somebody came to my mother. And he told her, Rabbanit, every afternoon, I take a small siesta. I sleep 1 hour every afternoon. And I had a dream with your husband. He told me, and Madame, I work on the electricity, you know, the big, the place where they give electricity to houses, you know, there is blocks. And I had a dream with your husband, Rabbi Moshe. He told me that they cut your electricity. I woke up. I didn't pay any attention. I want to work, as every day. And in the evening, when the evening came, I said, maybe this dream is true. I want to check. So he started to check the names, and they saw that Madeleine, Mazal Pinto, her electricity she didn't pay was cut. He was shocked. What he did, he put bad electricity and he paid. This is stories that we're born with the stories. We see the stories million. Today, I promise you, today, there was a man who came. He came, he had no children. 2 months ago when I was there. And he came for a bracha. And he was crying. It was hard for me to see a Jew crying like that. And the Baruch Hashem today with his wife, they came. His wife, she's pregnant 2 months. Today, after 2-3 years, that no children. Emouna, tefillot. I saw millions of miracles. When I say the word miracles, there is no miracles. I have to tell you, there is no miracles. Just tefillot. Hashem changed everything. We talk about the 10 makot that Hashem gave to the Egyptians in Egypt. Those 10 makot, my question was, why Hashem he had to give 10 makot to the Egyptians? Send a heart attack to Pharaoh, that's it. Send a heart attack to all the people that, or give them a cancer, or give them, something. Why 10 makot? Every time Pharaoh he say, yeah, no. All this, I think it's waste of time. During 1 year, why? Hashem, you wanted, the time has come to deliver the Jews. You saw one shot. Why you need 10 shots? Time, every time. One, that's it, finish. We have everybody there. Why HaKadosh Baruch Hu you have to and besides this, Moshe Rabbeinu, he didn't want to go to deliver to Paro, to deliver to Paro the message of Hashem. Why? Because Moshe Rabbeinu, because of his brother, or the brother Aaron, that he's older than him, and he wants to give him kavod. You understand me? It's sometimes you have to respect the other people. And Moshe Rabbeinu, he felt, look, I am 80 years old. Most of my life I was out of Egypt. And now I come back to Egypt. And who was in Egypt during 60 years? It was Aaron. And now I'm going to be the leader of the Jews. It's not fair. So he said to Hashem, please Hashem, send Aaron, not me. And during 7 days, Moshe, Hashem is big Moshe, please go, please. Moshe doesn't want. Can you imagine? You refuse to Hashem. Till the end, Hashem told him, look, Moshe, you have no choice. You have to be the Shaliach. You have to be the one to liberate the Jews. It's you. You want Aaron, he'll be with you. Both of you. What about Aaron? Please, Hashem. Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, this is my business. I want you to be the leader of the Jews. But it took 7 days. I have a question for you. Why, since the first time, instead of wasting 7 days, why Hashem, he did not tell Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe, I want to send you to send the Jews, to liberate the Jews. There is only you, and I will put Aaron with you. Okay? And that's it. Both of you. This is my business. And we will gain 6 days. Why to waste 7 days? Sometimes, my friend, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if he wanted to create the world, he could create it in 1 day. On 1 second. And it took him 6 days. Hashem, he's everything. I want to tell you a personal story. Last week, I needed something. And I wanted that Hashem will accept my tefillah. Why? Because there is somebody who has a big business, and it's a good business, and he tried to sell it, and I don't know, usually Google or Amazon, anyone can buy it. It's a good business. But every time he come to see me, he wrote a bracha. I had a big problem, I didn't know. And I was in Miami, and I was very uncomfortable knowing that he's in the list, he's going to come again, and I don't know what to tell him. On one hand, he helped us a lot. On the other hand, he wants to sell it, he's tired of this business, that's it. His children, they don't want to, his children, they are lawyers, they have business, they don't want, for them it's about 50-year business, but it's a very, very good business, It's millions of dollars. And he's tired. He wants to sell it. He cannot close it. It's running good. And he came. I looked at him. I was already a little bit stressed, but he had a smile. I thought maybe it's a smile of good news. He told me, Rabbi, I did not sell yet the business. I want a bracha. I'm tired. And I can't. Again, I was sad. He says, Be'ezat Hashem. But, you know, HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows what he's doing. I told him, I want you to do like my grandfather did. So he told me, what? I told him, my grandfather, one day, there was a man, his name is Asaraf, Rabbi Yosef Asaraf. He came to Israel to sell this merchandise, and they become all the people, his clients, they wanted to that he would sell them the merchandise very cheap, so they told him, we don't want it. And they were only the only person that they can buy it. And he was shocked. I mean, he came from far away, 600 kilometers, with 40 camels of merchandise. And now it's a bankruptcy. He didn't know what to do. Why you do that to me? Well, this is our price. I can even cover my expense with this price. But this is our price. And they went. And Rabbi Chaim Peter was passing by. He saw him, and he told him, Rabbi Yosef, what's up? What's going on? Who's crying? Rabbi, you know what? Put all your merchandise here. He went with him to somebody that he had space. Please let him and wait here for 40 days. And 40 days, they will come and they will ask you that you want the merchandise. Tell them 4 times the price. If you're supposed to sell it $1,000, say $4,000. Rabbi, it's impossible. Do what I tell you. I mean, I don't know if I would have Emouna to believe, but let Rabbi Yosef, I promise you, it's him who told me the story. He passed away now. He told the story about 55 years ago. He told me, maybe a little bit more. He told me the story. And every time I see him, I have to repeat me the story. So, every day, he will go to pray with Rabbi Chaim Pinto. And after 40 days, Rabbi Chaim Peter, he told him, today is going to be your day. He went with a big Emouna to sit next to his merchandise. And here's the people came. Okay, we decide to pay you the price we pay really every time. No, my price today is 4 times more. What? 4 times more. At the end, they had no choice. And they bought it 4 times more. And that man told me, Rabbi David, we owe your grandfather all what we have today. From that day, I took all the money, I took it to your grandfather. Your grandfather said, just pay the rent to the man where you left your merchandise. I will take this for me, for the Aniyim, the rest is yours. And because you had Emouna on Hashem, and you waited 40 days with no questions, never you will be poor, neither you or your children and your grandchildren. Till now, they are very wealthy. So I told the man in Miami, I do the same. Do the same. The one, because there were few people who wanted to buy the business, but they wanted cheaper. Now, if they come to you, put the price, not 4 times more, twice. He told me, Rabbi David, it's impossible. I said, well, I told you the story. He listened. 2 weeks later, he sold it. He sold it. 2 weeks later, he sold it. Now, I'm going to see him on Thursday. How you believe, look, time. Hashem, sometimes he play with the time. Why Hashem? Hashem, for him, there is no limit of nothing. He has all his time. It's Hashem who created the time. It's Hashem. Hashem has no time. He was existing, he exists, he will exist. We know. We exist now, but we will not carry on, and we did not exist. We are not Hashem. Hashem is the only one. Hu haya, hu ve'hu. He is the one, he is, and he will be. When Moshe Rabbeinu told Hashem, if they ask me, the Jews, what's your name, what shall I tell them? You know what Hashem told him? Tell him, I was and I will be. You understand? I was and I will be. This is my name. I was before and I will be. So, if I was and I will be, that means that I exist. If I was and I will be, that means now I am, I'm here. So tell him, the one that he was and the one who will be till the end of the world, it's me who send you. So Hashem, it doesn't exist with him time. If Hashem, it took him 6 days to create the world, not because of timing, it's Hashem want to teach us that whatever you do, there is a timing. There is a zman. There is a time. For Hashem, there is no time. But for you, if you want to be in order, there is a time. There is a time for Shema Israel. There is a time when it's Pesach, when it's Shabbat, when it's this, when it's this. It's a timing to respect. Can you imagine? Moni mispar lakochavim. There is billions of stars. And every day Hashem count them. And each star has his name. Each star has his name. And Hashem knows all the names. So if Hashem take care of the stars, he will not take care of you. If Hashem has the names of the stars, he will not take. You are the one. Hashem created the world for us, for you. So you be connected to him. You are the most important for Hashem. So, my friend, Hashem, if he wanted, he could give a shot to Paro. And one shot. He didn't need to give him 10 plagues. He did one. But Hashem, he wanted to make Paro excited. He wanted to show him, it's like, I want to give you time to know who I am. Maybe if you give him one shot, so he pass away. That's it. You will never know what happened to him. Hashem, he wanted to punish him a bit with slowly. Okay, so that he will know at the end, I am Hashem. Hashem, he can punish him in one shot. But there is nothing that will come out for this. Even people, they were, well, maybe it's a coincidence. But Hashem, he did every makkah that he sent to Paro, it was above news. Hashem, he changed the nature. From water become blood. The rain, it was fire and water together. Each plague that Hashem gave to Paro, it was Hashem changed the nature. Even the last plague that Hashem gave to Paro, it was above natural, because Hashem said to Paro, all the firstborn will die. So the Egyptian, they know that Hashem, They know that Moshe, whatever he said, it happened. Yes or no? So now that means that tonight, all the firstborn are gonna die. Yes or no? So what did the Egyptian? They asked the Jews, please, I have two firstborn, keep them in your house, because as Moshe said to her, he told Pharaoh that Hashem would jump the houses of the Jews. Well, if Hashem would jump the houses of the Jews, so he would jump and he will not kill the first Egyptian born. You know what happened? Hashem jumped the Jewish home. The Jewish firstborn, they did not die, but the Egyptian firstborn, they died. It's above nature. Hashem wanted to show, there is a difference when something happens slowly. You look at it, that if it happens fast, you don't look at it. There is a difference if you become billionaire in one shot, you win the lotto, $2 billion in the lotto, or you work all your life to make a few millions. The few millions, you will appreciate them because you worked hard for them. The 2 billions, you might lose them. You did not work hard for them. I always ask Hashem, help me with my institutions. I don't want people to give me millions. I want people to give me what I need. Because I know, if I will have millions, I will see it. I will not serve Hashem as I want. I want Hashem, show me every day that you are here. If Hashem will give me few millions, I will not appreciate Hashem anymore, because I have everything. I want to appreciate Him, and to appreciate, I want to depend on Him all the time. So I ask Him everything. Please Hashem, give me. Please Hashem, I need now. Please Hashem. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he didn't want that Pharaoh, he will get away from all what he did in one shot. He wanted to get his punishment slowly, till the end, that he will declare there is only Hashem. Until he will have Emouna that there is only Hashem. Hashem as well. From the first day, he could say to Moshe, basta. You are the leader. Your concern is your brother Aaron. Aaron will be happy to be with you. Both of you. Moshe will be happy. Why Hashem didn't do that? Because if Hashem would do it from the first day, why it took to Hashem 7 days to convince Moshe? Because if Hashem would do it one day, you will never know who is Moshe. You will never know how Moshe was tzaddik. That he did for 7 days. Hashem begged him to accept the leadership, and he didn't want. How can you know who's Moshe? Now that you see Moshe appear for 7 days, Hashem begged him. Wow. What a man. And I would like just to finish with something that I wrote here. It's a beautiful story. Bemet, it's one of the best stories I had in my life. My sister, Marcel, her daughter, Rina, she's the daughter of Rina. She married to somebody here in New York. And unfortunately, he lost his mother. He had a baby boy, Baruch Hashem, and his mother, she was young. She was not old lady. And I saw him 2 weeks ago in Miami. He prayed with us, and I saw with the baby, and I saw his face that he was sad. Of course, because of his mother, He's married to my niece, the granddaughter of my sister. And after we did a seuda, we were in the hotel, so I called him to come. He came, and I said to myself, I have to tell him something that to make him a little bit happy. So I asked Hashem, Hashem, help me to tell him something. He just lost his mother. Baruch Hashem, he's happy to be married, he's happy to have a son, but his mother. So suddenly my mind came an idea to ask him to do the books on the memory of his mother. I have a book. I have a few books that I didn't print yet. I have maybe under 20 books, different books. I thought I'd tell him, he will be happy, because he can afford. And he will be happy to do that for his mother. So I told him. He started crying. I told him, why you cry? Shlomo, why you cry? He said, when you called me, before you called me, I was thinking to tell you, I want to do some books on the memory of my mother. And you tell me. You see, there is timing. Why I didn't tell him yesterday? Why I didn't tell him yesterday? Because yesterday he didn't think about them. Understand? Why I told him today at midday? Because Hashem put that in his mind. So when I told him that, give an effect to the thing. You understand? Hashem, he knows the timing. You know what? On Shabbat, we say, Va'ani tfilati lecha Adonai et ratzon. Elohim berub hazecha, anini be'emet yish'echa. You know that. The meaning is, I pray to Hashem that now that I pray to you, it will be the right timing. The right time. Because sometimes, Hashem, he could say, Mr. Sheldon, and the time or the day, you will have this. So we pray Hashem, do that it will be now. Do that when the timing that you want to help me came, at that moment I will pray to you and answer me. Everything has a timing. For us, Hashem, there is no timing. But Hashem, why you give us time? Hashem, you give us time that we will appreciate the time. Or the goods that you can do, and the time we will appreciate it. The time is so beautiful. We can use it to do good things. But unfortunately, people, they waste their time for other things. For me, when I write, it's the best time when I have ideas on the Torah. Or when I pray for somebody, and really I pray to Hashem that Hashem will accept. The timing. So now we see that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he chooses. We may think, Hashem, he wasted 1 year. No, he did not waste 1 year with Paro to give him 10 plagues. He did not, because that was the timing that Paro will understand. If Hashem will give him one shot, so he will die without understanding. So nobody win. Hashem will not win, I will not win, nobody will win. Nobody will understand what happened to Paro. But here was a fight. 10-round fight. You know, when there is box, there is 10 rounds. First round, second round, third round. Here there was 10 rounds. And each round, Hashem beat Paro. But Paro, he stand up. He stand up. No, I'm not beaten. Again Hashem. Again Paro. And slowly Paro becomes to be weak, till the last play. The last play, he said, Hashem, basta. I'm a Rasha, you are the Tzaddik. Basta, you won. Sometimes the timing. So, Be'ezat Hashem, I pray to HaKadosh Baruch Hu that this shiur will be in the memory of your sister, Toba Rivka Bat Toba, and Shalom ben Peretz, Newrith, and Devora Bat Clara, and my mother Madeleine, Mazal Bat Simcha. May her soul be rest, their soul rest in peace. Amen.